Thanks very much. Appreciate the opportunity, Andre. On this particular topic, as the question that you asked is, I think it's an important one and an interesting question. It's one that we'd have to do more research and get back to you on. I'm not prepared to speak on that particular topic right now.
Right.
Andre, I'd be happy to take that question. I think the question is exactly the right question to be asking at this point. The government of Ukraine has been very clear that attracting foreign investment and international investment is a top priority, as Valerie mentioned off the top. We've seen in repeated sectors and repeated ways how much emphasis the government of Ukraine has put into attracting international investment. And yet, on the other side, we see the treatment of the renewable energy sector, renewable energy investors. And this, one could interpret the government's actions as saying that we will respect the contracts that we sign when it is convenient for us, but when it is not convenient, we won't. That, of course, has had massive repercussions for investors in the renewable energy sector, for the industry itself as a whole. I think the renewable energy sector and investors have been incredibly patient, incredibly accommodating and flexible. I think we've seen over the past number of months phenomenal accommodation and patience on the part of the sector, which has not been reciprocated by the government. We haven't seen evidence, concrete evidence of the government's willingness to fulfill its commitments. And ultimately, I think the question we need to ask ourselves is are actions not more important than words? And the actions that we've repeatedly seen of the treatment of investors has not been what one would hope. And to your point, Andre, I think certainly the experience that I've had in other countries is that the mistreatment of foreign investors in one sector is never isolated to that sector. That when investors are looking at a new country, looking at a new investment opportunity, they don't limit themselves to treatment in a particular sector. They look at the overall investment climate. And I worry, frankly, about the very, very clear message that the government's treatment of renewable energy investors sends to the entire investment community.